Hello everyone, this video is going to be a little different compared to the previous ones, since it is not a theory video, but rather a speculation one. I am not a data miner and I don't have any inside information. This is just some predictions, so I am probably going to be dead wrong. But let's have some fun anyway, which is what this is all about at the end of the day. There were several things that were shown during the 1.5 livestream of Genshin Impact, but one of them particularly caught my attention. I'm referring to the new artifact sets. We don't have an official confirmation about the lore behind these artifact sets, only their name and appearance. Setting their bonus effects aside, I think both of them have a very interesting design with a familiar aesthetic. Let's start by the first one, Tenacity of the Millelith. This one is based on, well, the Millelith. The Millelith, meaning Thousand Rocks Army, are the guards that are deployed around Liyue. Now, the second one, which is also the interesting one, has the motifs of the Fatui. You can see that some of the pieces have the cross of the Fatui, but the question is, why are we receiving a Fatui-inspired artifact set in 1.5? The only playable Fatui so far is Tartaglia, and he does not benefit at all from this set. I think the reason why we are getting this artifact set is because it is foreshadowing the appearance of a Fatui Harbinger in the 1.5 update. Let me explain why. I think that the reason why we are getting the Millelith-based set in 1.5 is not hard to see. Its inspiration is associated with the release of the second chapters of Zhongli's Historia Antiqua. But why do I say that the Millelith-based set is associated to Zhongli's story chapter? There is not that much that we actually know about the Millelith, like how they were founded. One of the NPCs is particularly interesting, the Millelith Sergeant Fengyan. If you talk to him, you learn that the Millelith are actually the successor to the Millelith Brigade that served long ago during the Archon War. This implies that the Millelith Brigade was probably founded by Zhongli, or at the very least, it had a deep connection with him. In addition, during the event Bisaps and Where to Find Them in 1.3, the prelude of Zhongli's story chapter, the Millelith play a role in stopping the new monsters alongside the Adventurers Guild. In any case, I believe that the Millelith will play some sort of role during the second chapter of Historia Antiqua, and that's the reason why we are getting this artifact set. You can also argue that these are just stylistic choices and there is no deeper meaning behind them, in which case this whole speculation video falls apart. Nonetheless, Mihoyo has been very attentive to details so far, and I don't think they will release artifact sets based on the Millelith and the Fatui just because. Since I believe that the first artifact sets represents the first story update in 1.5, one possibility is that the second artifact set is a reference to the second story of the 1.5 update, that being Eula's story quest. However, I don't think that will be the case. Eula's story quest is meant to be about, well, Eula, not the Fatui. Having a Fatui Harbinger in her story would drive the attention away from her, so I think it is unlikely that the Pale Flame artifact set is referring to her story quest. There is another part of the livestream that also caught my attention, the Energy Amplifier event. This event seems to be very similar to the Unreconciled Stars event from 1.2. That's the event when we receive a free Fizzle, and just like in that event, in this one we will receive a free Diona. We can assume that Diona will play a major role in the Energy Amplifier event, just like Fizzle did in the previous one. The reason why Fizzle was part of the event is because she is one of the best reconnaissance units in the Adventurers Guild. Diona, on the other hand, is just a bartender, so why would she be a part of this event? We don't have that many details about this new event, other than we are asked to retrieve Irminsul fruit fragments by a Sumeru researcher. However, we don't know why we are asked to do this or what even is the deal with these fragments, much less why Diona is involved in all of this. There is not that much that we actually know about Diona compared to the other 4-star units in the game. We know that his father tends to get drunk often. Due to this, she infiltrated the industry with the intent of sabotaging it. Nevertheless, she was blessed by the fairy of Springvale, so she cannot make drinks with bad taste, although she is unaware of that. Interestingly, she sees the Dawn Winery as a sort of final boss to be defeated in her quest. While I was thinking about the Fatui Harbingers and the new events in 1.5, I couldn't help but to make the connection between Diona and one of the Fatui Harbingers, Pantalon. Pantalon is in charge of Sneznaya's economic policies. We also know that he has sent agents to Mondstadt to destroy the wine industry to strengthen the Snezhnaya one. Now, it is possible that the Scaramouche will make an appearance again. However, there are still 9 Fatui Harbingers to make an appearance in the game, and only 4 regions left. I assume that many Fatui Harbingers will be associated with the last region, Snezhnaya. Having said that, I also expect that some Harbingers will be introduced earlier to avoid clustering all of them at the end. My prediction is that Pantalon will make an appearance during these quests. I hope you enjoyed this wacky speculation video and let me know what you think. Bye!